gives me great pleasure to introduce this year John A. Young Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Mr. Gerry Lacombe. Gerry is the Association Manager of the Canadian Printing Industry Association. Gerry is a veteran of the trade. He joined Barber Ellis in 1904. 1984. Sorry, Gerry. As the marketing manager and eventually became the general manager. In 1999, he joined Duntar, where he held several senior level executive positions, including Vice President, General Manager of Quebec, and Senior Director of Supply Chain Collaboration, before retiring in 2019 as Vice President of Sales for Duntar Marchant. The retirement didn't last long, though. Thank you, Gerry Gray, for telling me how to say it. In 2021, Gerry joined the Canadian Printing Industry Association in the newly created position of Association Manager. As Association Manager, Gerry works closely with the CPIA board, committees, association members, and partners to build and strengthen the printing community across Canada. Throughout his professional life, Gerry has always worked toward building strong, well-trained teams. He ensures all employee, customer, and supplier are treated fairly, honestly, and with respect. I think respect is a good word for you. You inspire respect, you're respected. So on a more personal note, when I started my job as president of Marquee Book Printing in 2007, before that, he was not interested in me at all. So Gerry Lacombe came into my office with his colleague Gerry Gray, that is a friend today, and he was dressed in his impeccable three-piece, and the three-piece suit and impeccable shirt with cufflinks. What a class act. It took me a year to understand that Gerry Lacombe was not Gerry Gray's boss, but rather the opposite. You look like $1 million, Gerry. I learned a lot from him, including the importance of respecting a customer, the importance of saying thank you, the rigor at work, above all, that was vital, above all, that it was vital to build solid relationship with suppliers, to make them your strategic partners. It was a good thing that I had strategic partners during COVID, especially in the paper industry. When you do books, you use a lot of paper, and it was hard to get. So fly-by-night were a bit in trouble, but I had good partners to take care of me, so thank you for letting me have access to your science. He always came into my office saying, Serge, I know your time is precious, so I'm going to start my review right now, and he was going along. In fact, what he was really saying to me was, Serge, my time is precious, don't waste it, I've got other things to do. I really appreciated working with you, Gerry. Your patience, your vast knowledge of the market have made me a better person. You're a man of truth, lass, and I'm delighted that tonight we're able to honor your achievement and immeasurable contribution to the Canadian printing industry. Congratulations, Gerry.
It is with mixed emotions, pride, and a great deal of humility that I am accepting the John A. Young Lifetime Achievement Award. Before joining the printing industry, I worked in management at Canadian Technical Tape. There I was under the wing of Mr. Bob Brady, who instilled in me the principles that I carried for the rest of my career. And those principles included giving the best you can every day, never work out of fear, and display a high level of integrity and honesty in all one undertakes. I've had a long and most rewarding career in this industry that I love. I've been privileged to have worked with some of the most dedicated individuals one can meet. I was also privileged to have worked for strong managers who believed in me and let me do the job that they had hired me to do. On that note, I want to thank Gerry Gray of the Arriva Group, who allowed me to return to the merchant side of the business following a few years I spent on the mill side. I'm grateful for the support of my colleagues, suppliers, and customers. Over many years, I developed friendships that last to this day. Some of those friends are in the room tonight. Of the 35 years I spent working in the paper and printing industry, 32 of them were spent working as a merchant. Working on the merchant side of the supply chain was the most challenging and rewarding time of my business career. On the merchant side, you make hundreds of decisions every day. Your decisions have a direct impact on the bottom line of the organization. To ensure that we were making the right decisions, I surrounded myself with strong-minded people, and I am grateful for their input throughout the years. I challenged myself to give the organization, or the group I led, a sense of direction, goals that could be reached, and action plans to achieve those goals. I believe strongly that goals without a plan are a dream. I tried as well to assure myself that all suppliers, customers, and colleagues were always treated fairly, honestly, and with a great deal of respect. Before I leave the stage, I'd like to recognize my wife, who recently passed away, and my daughter Cynthia, both of whom sacrificed so much so that I could have the career that I had. I would like to close by saying thank you to all of those that have allowed me to get this award. The biggest compliment one can receive is to be recognized by their peers for the work they've accomplished. Thank you and have a good evening.